All right, hi guys, I'm Mia.
Hi guys, I'm Marco, and we are in the class of 2028.
Yep, and today we'll be giving you a tour of the vet school.
Come on.
Okay, now we're gonna take you into lecture hall A, which is where you'll be spending all of your time first year. Head on in there. So basically, you spend like 5-6 hours in here a day. The professors come in and out and teach you everything you need to know. It's super exciting.
Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about Team Vet Med. So Team Vet Med is basically an on-campus cycling group, and you just get together with a bunch of people that are in the veterinary school. You just go cycle, and it's just a great team building activity. We can then also go into the break room here, which is going to be your primary kind of hub for food when you're in your first year. You can see here it comes with its own fridge. There's a freezer section. There's a bunch of microwaves and vending machines for whatever your heart desires to feed your soul during your time here.
Now we're going into lecture hall B, which is where you spend a lot of your time as a third and fourth year. So we can go ahead and head in there.
All right, so we're gonna go into the computer lab now. This is where you guys will be spending most of your time doing any lab-related activities. There's been multiple labs here, like cardiology lab, neurology lab, a lot of histopath, and you're just looking at disease processes or normal tissue, and you get to look at it on your computer screens where it's nice and big. You also do radiology here, so it's really nice to see kind of what's going on in that radiograph and figure out what's going on.
And you can see behind me, we've got some really cool photographs from a local Gainesville photographer, and you'll see them all over the hospital. To my right is arguably the most important part of our academic building. It's ASA. In there, you'll find our deans, our career services, our financial aid officer, and even be able to get accommodations if that's something that you need.
All right, so behind me, we have the certificates offered at the vet school. So we have aquatic animal health, food animal medicine, shelter medicine, and business management. These certificates are built into the tuition, so it's at no additional cost for the students, and it's a great way to expand your repertoire and what you're learning at the school.
And then over here to my left, you're gonna see our super cool cases. Every class gets their own case, and they get to decorate it however they want. And you can see professors in the first one. And now we're heading into our education center. This is a hub for all the students. We have all the books we may need. We can study in here, we take tests in here, and we even have individual conference rooms. So it's a really good area. We have 24-hour access, and a lot of us spend a lot of time in here.
So here at the vet school, we also are given lockers for your first and second year. These lockers are used during anatomy lab, surgery lab, and theorio. And so you can just put in whatever your heart's desire. Welcome to the VAB, the home of the second years. Come join us and you can see where we are the entire year.
So this is second year classroom, like Marco was saying. We spend all of our time here learning about abnormals versus normals first year. And behind us, you can see our white coat countdown and art done by our very own classmate, Dan Smith. At this time, we are white coated now. Okay, now we're walking into clinical skills. This is where we spend a lot of our time. Wait, Marco, when did you get up here?
Oh, hey, I was just practicing my clinical skills on this goat. We actually get to practice physical exams on dogs and horses. We also practice our communication and other technical skills up here.
This is the courtyard. We spend a lot of time out here. It's where we eat lunch, we play games, and we have a good time. We even have these things called bounce back breaks set up by ASA, where we get to do fun things like bounce and bounce houses, eat some gumbo, and make charms.
All right, so right across our academic building, we actually have our hospital. This is where the third and fourth years will do their clinical rotations and where the majority of the hospital is actually actively working and seeing the patients that we see at UF.
Behind me is security. It's a very important part of the hospital. We do have 24-hour access to everything, so we've got badges to scan us into all the doors. They are always monitoring the video cameras to make sure everyone's safe, and if you are here super late and you need to walk to your car, they can even escort you to your car.
Here you can see all the previous classes that attended the University of Florida. There's also our first class in 1980 right there.
We'll be on these halls one day.
So here we actually have our very own dermatology department. Just like in human med, we also have various specialties in this hospital, and it's a really fun time.
So behind me we have VCOP. It's my favorite part of the hospital. It's a veterinary community outreach program. Here we partner with local shelters to bring cats and dogs in, and this is where you'll do most of your spays and neuters.
Oh, hey Muna. This is the zoo med department. So you see client-owned exotics, wildlife, and zoo animals that come in, and they get cared by our amazing exotic staff. So here we have integrative medicine. We actually have an underwater treadmill and a pool for therapy that we can do in integrative.
And to my right, it's hyperbaric chamber. This is another one of the cool modalities that they use in integrative, along with acupuncture, red light therapy, and many more. So here we also have our blood donor cats. We do have a blood donation program because cats do have very specific blood types. So they live here. They're very well taken care of by our staff. And this is also just a really good place to come look at the cats and decompress.
So here behind us is our oncology department. So we actually have 3 types of oncology departments. We have surgical oncology, medical oncology, and radiation oncology.
So now we're really getting into the thick of our hospital. To my left, you can see we have internal medicine and nutrition. And you keep following us this way. We'll walk past PCW, which stands for the Progressive Care Ward, where some of our hospitalized patients stay, which is right here to my right.
We'll also have neurology round rooms and neurology down in this hallway, along with cardiology. And then as we go further down, we'll show you ICU to our left and ECC to our right.
My favorite departments too. Catch me in shelter, ECC, and ICU. Like he said, ICU, and then we've got our ER to our left.
So here we have exam rooms. Each service is actually equipped with their own exam rooms to do their whole physical exams and whatever they need to do for that patient.
So here we are in our atrium. This is actually what serves as our small animal lobby. It's a very nice area for clients to wait while they're waiting for their appointments. There's comfortable seats. This is also just a good area for students to maybe take a walk around to see patients.
So on the second floor, we have our very own surgery suites that get the natural light from the big windows in the atrium. Right above that, we have conference rooms and also internship and resident offices. This is a great way to just enjoy the natural light that it provides.
And over here, we also have Einstein's, which is our food option on campus for students, but also for our clients to get coffee, bagels, and sometimes they even have sushi. To my left, we actually have pharmacy, which is like the glue that holds the hospital together. They're responsible for filling all of our patients' prescriptions and making sure medication gets where they need to be. It's actually run by PharmDs, which means they went to pharmacy school, which is a very cool opportunity if that's something you're interested in.
So here we have diagnostic imaging, and then behind that, clinical pathology. Diagnostic imaging, we provide ultrasound, CT, X-rays, MRIs, and other modalities. And this is the hub of where all that happens. We also have ClinPath, as I mentioned, behind us, and that's where all our blood work gets run and read and then sent back to the doctors to interpret.
Okay, so now we are in our large animal hospital, which is the home of our CT machine, which you can see behind me. Basically, if it fits, we can CT it. So we have dogs, cats, alligators, and they will even do like limbs of horses, which is super cool. And then you can tell that we're in the large animal hospital because the floors are concrete and the ceilings get super, super tall.
This is our induction stalls. So this is where we actually bring in our large animal patients, and when they're being sedated, there's padding that protects them for when they go down. So this is before surgery. They're prepped in a very safe environment for both the humans and the animals being handled. So, yeah.
Mother Nature.
So to our left, we actually have the food animal barn where all our food animals are kept when they're being seen and treated for. Behind me, it's the performance arena. So this is where we do lameness exams. Our students got to practice lameness exams and more physical exams on the horses. And then I'll let Mia take over the other two.
Yep, so behind me you can see our barn A, barn B, and our production barn. And this is where more of our equine inpatients will be. And then way out there in the back, you probably can't see it too well, but that's our research and clinical skills barn. And that's where we will learn as students how to do haltering and leading, physical exams, and more on horses, and sometimes even goats. Okay, this is the end of our tour. We just want to say thank you to UF. We do love being students here and being congregated. It's a great opportunity.
We hope to see you guys soon.
I don't think you need to say anything else.
No, it's fine.
They watch us all the
Welcome to